Before I talk about Lashoni Langa, which is another brilliant song, right? You touched on your 9 to 5. That transition from being umuntu really takes going to work to being an artist. How much work did you put in it? Would you say it's a lot more about natural talent, or you had to really work hard on it? Because I know tomorrow you've got a piano lesson, so there's that happening as well, you know. So those kind of things still happening, you know. So clearly you're putting in the
you
work.
got info.
You know.
No, I think I really put in the hard work, but as I said, it was such an adventure for me.
Yeah.
You know, going back to meeting with some musician Evasi, and then I asked you like, okay, can I please finish my degree? Then afterwards I'll contact you guys, and I moved to Joburg in 2016, and immediately I contacted him. And Mo Figure Studio, you know, you just say and you know, I think shout out to Umondi as well, who actually discovered me and introduced me to Sanal, because he saw something. And when I got to studio, it was not that easy, you know. I was not comfortable with regards to how I approach every song that I did, how I sang, even how I wrote. I would write a whole essay, and Sanal would be like, no, chop it up, keep it simple, you know. And it worked. All of a sudden I'm called a hook queen.
Okay.
It's like hook after hook after hook. But yeah, it was never like that. I really had to work on it, and I think it became a habit, but it also just helps that I was very passionate about music. You know, I would make a song. I remember with Obala, after we made Obala, I went back to my place at like 3 a.m. When I got to work, I played that song over. I was like, I cannot believe this is my song, you know, in front of my laptop, working, making calls and listening as well. So, yeah.
I mean, how do you focus at work after that?
It helped me because before that I used to just, you know, with the music, you never understand how passionate you are about it, because I never used to be able to work without having something playing. I used to be on YouTube the whole day. Even when the stats came out, who was on YouTube, who was on Facebook. Me, it was always YouTube. But now the calls and the target made sense. You know, I was making my targets, I was making my calls. Sometimes, not always. But yeah, it worked.
Talking about target,
it balanced.
what did you sell?
I was a recruiter.
Okay.
Such a tough job. But it helped me, you know, because I feel like in a thick skin, and I'm brave now. I'm more brave because of that. I wouldn't be chit-chatting like this.
Of course. Of course.
I was in supply chain, a researcher in recruitment, and I actually left my job when I was about to be a consultant to make more money. But then I had to decide, is it 9 to 5 or is it music? So, yeah.
All right. Sometimes your passions are right in front of you, as she says, you know. She's YouTubing, and she knows this is where she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Now, Mamle Tambulu must be happy with what you did to Shoni Lang.
It's insane. We were done with the album, you know, when the album is done. But I'm that person, you know. I love sampling people that always inspired me. And I was really sad because there was not even one song you know, that was like a tribute to Mamleta or Babu Kefas. And on that day, Sandile was also doing his 9 to 5. We were in studio, and he came with a beat. And Sandile calls me, and then I come into the car, and the minute he pressed play, I wanted to cry, because I was like, no way, there is no way. We took that thing, we went into studio, in 2 hours the song was done. That's how happy I was, but it was so stressful, because I was like, I have to do justice, you know. It still needs to be as classic as the actual song.
I was about to say, for somebody who also makes music, 2 hours is a very short time, hey, for a song like that.
It becomes a habit. You know, with the first album, it was really, because I would go to work, come back, probably like 6, 7, we start working. Maybe at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I have to go back to my place, and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then probably have to come back tomorrow. It was insane. So in a way, your mind literally becomes used to it. You just have to keep on working, and by the time you see it, you have an album.
You kept on working. We spoke about lockdown, pandemic, you working on Tugela Fairy, Made of Stars. That album is banging as well. I mean,
thank you.
We were here is a song everybody's loving right now, right?
Okay, dope.
Who's on the album? Obviously Sanel, but
Yeah.
who else is on that particular album?
I worked with Black Motion, I worked with Dakapo, I worked with Amufaku. Actually, she's the only lady that I was able to work with. I worked with Kenza, Claudio on production, Paul on production. I think. I hope I mentioned everyone.
Don't worry, we credit you if you worked on the album. It's okay.
Everyone, guys.
Because I know people get touched the minute they see this. Where's his?
Oh, and S-Tone.
Right,
yeah,
well.
S-Tone is also there.
Yeah. Okay. Now, obviously, Emakaya, Dakapo, one side. We were here. For somebody who doesn't know the song, what's the song about? I mean, it's such great vibes.
Shucks, We Were Here is such a special song to me.
Yeah.
I actually made a joke. I was not joking, actually. I told the guys, if this song stays out of the album, if We Were Here is not part of the album, then it's not my album. You guys can own the album.
So you forced it on the album. Okay, that's one way of doing things.
In a way, because we recorded it in Katele, so in a way you wouldn't really hear if it was a good song or not. But for me, I literally knew while we were recording the song, that this is it. I knew who I was speaking to, and I know out there are people like me who are in a place that they might have imagined, that they would be in, but they never really thought that it would actually happen, you know. And I think I'm one person, who's like, I'm given this opportunity and I just really want to work so hard, and make a mark, and in such a way that one day people will be like, okay, Simmy was definitely here.
Yeah.
So it's that type of song.
There's also a song called Wamuhle, right?
Yeah.
Hey, tell me about that one.
Wamuhle is one of those, when you're like tired and you're like lazy. It was me, sound musician, and Paul in studio. And they did it. I remember it reminded me of Sieva Dilan, and also
Yeah.
I actually put those ad-libs.
Really? Okay.
So the melody and everything came from there.
All
and
right.
then in my mind I was like, I also got a chance. I sampled Bab Jabu Kanyile, the late Jabu Kanyile.
Yes, when I was listening
the
to
guys
that's
were
the vibe
like,
I
it's working. So we did it, and the song made it on the album. It's such a simple song. I'm so used to writing, a verse and a hook and everything. But the guys are like, it's literally it's dance music, it's electronic music, so it literally works with just those few words saying Wamuhle. And
it works for me. Trust me, that one works for me. Anyway, from this conversation, clearly you're very creative, you're very passionate about this. Want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I'm
Thank
pretty
you so
sure you're
much.
gonna kill it a bit more, right, in this industry. I mean, But earlier on, we spoke about Umahlalela. I'm actually disappointed you said you don't like the song because
it's not even good. I don't like the song.
Yeah.
Shame. I need to correct myself.
Please, 'cause that's a beautiful song.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
And I won't lie, it was such a hard song
Yeah.
in terms of approaching it. I remember Claudio came with the beats, and that's the beat that I chose because it was so complicated. It was up and down. Like, I like this, and if I would literally be able to work on it, it would be a challenge that I've literally just killed.
Yeah.
And I did it. I remember I started with the Bongo. Is it? Yeah, Bongo Muffin.
Yeah.
So I think I loved Ngiyesaba more.
Okay.
And Umahlela was chosen as the second
What about
single.
Nawe and Ubala?
So Ubala is a classic, I must say. It's one of those that I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
Nawe, the album was also done. Like in
Yeah.
Nawe and Velo Ngcono are those songs that just came after the song was done.
Yeah.
It was the first time I recorded myself. When I went to YouTube, I was like, how do you record yourself on Logic?
Yeah.
And I recorded myself, and that's really how I recorded the hook, and then the verses Sanal had to help me record.
Sure. I've actually got a surprise for you,
Okay.
which you're gonna enjoy. Are you ready for this though?
Oh, shucks. Okay.
It's something you're gonna really enjoy.
Okay. Okay.
Can we just grab the
Okay.
camera and walk out of here so that you can see what I have ready for you? That's the surprise I have for you. So Mahalal actually did platinum, and then
That's
the others
my
gold.
favorite picture.
Really?
Oh, shucks, man.
So here's the hand over to you. Just want to say.
I'm shivering.
Really? You've done well. I mean.
Shucks, and this was my first baby, man.
There we go.
Look at me.
Favorite picture.
I don't want to cry. Yeah, it's funny because I did my makeup. I couldn't even do my makeup.
Okay.
I'm such a tomboy.
Okay.
But yeah, it made it to the album cover.
It's all your work. I mean, even the makeup.
Yeah, everything.
You see what I was talking about, Mahalal? Look at it. It's at the
No,
top.
thank you.
Congratulations, man. This is yours.
Okay.
Yep.
This is beautiful. Hey, man. This is just reminding me of so many.
All the hard work that went into it.
Memories.